one, George?
I don't know, but
he's decent.
there's a double. Oh man, there's a double. Get yours in, George. Not bad. This could be a better one. All right, right there. The lift. Ooh, son, overshot it. Triple, triple, triple. No, 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 no. Get him, get him, get him. Get him. Ridiculous. If that rod goes off too, we're in trouble.
Quadruple time? Okay.
That's that great.
Ooh, I think you got hurt. Ooh, son, that's not a bad one either.
One time. We
That's
got
pretty
another
good.
one on, George. Hold this.
This is ridiculous.
Got another one on. I don't have one rod left on this side of the boat. It's not a monster.
Well, you're spoiled because oh no, he's not as big as I thought he was.
This is an average size Hyco Crappie. Great table fare in the neighborhood of 10 to 11 inches long. Like I say, if you've never been here, you need to try it out.
All right, so it's early in the crappie season here on Hyco Lake. First time we've ever been to this lake, right on the Virginia-North Carolina border. We're just south on the North Carolina side right now. And it's been one of those mornings where this side of the boat in front of me has nothing but fire gel and crappie fireballs tipped on them. This side over here where Chris is, has got nothing but chartreuse fire dye minnows. The hard thing is finding out which one is working better because we're getting hit multiples pretty much, I don't know, every minute or two. That's not an exaggeration. Now there's not monster fish up here, but if you're looking to come up to a place where you can get a lot of eater size fish, this could be the lake for you. Keep reeling, keep reeling. Double.
That double's on.
Keep reeling.
Not monsters.
One with the chartreuse, one with the crappie fireballs.
But this is a good keeper size fish for this lake here. As everybody well know, they're great table fare. But we're not keeping any today. We're just out running experiments and looks like it's working both ways.
Have you seen it?
Nope. There you go. That's a decent crappie.
That's a crappie for sure.
Oh yeah. Respectable fish. Fishing here on Hyco Lake. It's been pretty awesome this morning. It's a power plant lake, coal powered. So this lake usually stays anywhere from 8 to 10 degrees warmer than surrounding lakes. That's what makes the crappie fishing so good here in the winter time versus somewhere else. So we can come here and actually long line with this water temperature being normally 52 to about 57, depending on how many cold fronts we have in the winter, and catch these active fish rather than going to another lake and say spider rigging where you're going extremely slow. And it's a lot more action here, as you can see. Just wanted to show you real quick what we were using. We were using Roadrunner heads with a curly tail grub. We tipped them with fire dye minnows, and also had half of them tipped with crappie fireballs. Done super on both. Only other thing is I was using 6-pound mono. This is my shortest rod in the setup. I have a 6-foot, a 10-foot, a 14-foot, and an 18-foot. That gives me a 4-foot spread on everything off the side of the boat.
You got one, George? Double.
I think it is.
Bring that to the boat. Acting like a crappie or acting like a wiper again?
I think
It's a crap. It's a nice one too. Ooh, ooh. George, that one's gonna have to go home.
Another big fish.
Constant action. We got another double.
Double time.
George, you kind of good at this crappie stuff. We might have to take you crappie fishing more often.
I'm loving these crappie.
All right, which one's bigger? Anybody seen theirs yet?
And the smaller one.
There's Chris's right here. And there's George's. George, you got the bigger one this time. Ooh. It's not a bad fish.
Slaying these crappies out here. Fireballs, fire gel. I love crappies, man. It's a lot of fun. Every minute we're hitting them.
If you get a chance to look at the water here, it's really stained. So to up our odds, we're gonna dye some minnows. My favorite color is chartreuse. So I've already put 3 bottles of water from a container just this size. And now I'm gonna add the dye. Okay, you need to have them under aeration at all times. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get a good scoop of minnows, put them in here, maybe one more, because we're hoping they're gonna be biting. Now we're gonna set a minnow clock and check them about 15 to 20 minutes. And then what we'll do when we check them is we'll actually dip some out. I've got some lake water in this bucket right here. We'll rinse them off in there. We'll look at them. If they're done, then we put them back in our other aerated bucket.
All right, so Chris talked to you about what he was doing with the fire dye minnows. We're going to show you the difference here between the dyed and the undyed. And clearly, there's a difference. You look in there, you're seeing what the fish sees. Regular minnow or something bright, shiny, and exciting that they want to eat. Which is why Chris has been dyeing these minnows every day. Pretty impressive. It is constant action here on Hico. I hope this bite lasts all day like this.
It's a little better fish. Yes, it is.
Oh yeah. Look at the chartreuse minnow. He just spit it out. Oh snap.
Probably close to 12 inches. And this is nice, starting out really nice today, even in these conditions.
It's making a lot of noise back there.
He's a fighter.
That's not a bad fish.
Decent one.
A little bit of chubbiness to him.
Chartreuse fire dye minnow. Okay, what we're going to do today, our setup is on this side of the boat, we're going to be running crappie fireballs. And as well, I've dipped them in this new solution. And let me show you. Crappie fire gel. So we're trying to put all the advantages to us, because sometimes when cold front conditions coming in and stained water like this, you need all your advantages you can.
Oh yeah, that's a nice
One
fish.
for the
That's
net.
a nice fish. Holy, right into that net. Got him. Oh man.
A lot of fun at Hyco Lake. Killing it with these crappies. I thought I was gonna take a break real quick and sit down, but the rods just keep going off.
This is a nice fish right here.
Because it hasn't come to the surface.
Some of them will, some of them won't. Of course, we got white bass and hybrids and everything in this lake, as well as largemouth.
I know you don't like the white bass because they always get tangled. You're right, it is.
Yep.
Fish on, right below you too, double. Whoop! George, reel this one in, buddy.
Yeah, get it right here.
So we got a white bass right here.
And he's almost legal. They got to be 14 inches on this lake. He's not too far from it. Give me that net right there. This is a nice fish.
Oh my gosh. Is that a crappie?
Yeah.
Holy.
Coming just like it's coming.
Got him.
Bingo!
Oh yeah.
Hyco monster right there now.
Oh son. It's just been constant action here today. Chris hasn't even been able to take his normal break because they're biting every second. And to be honest, we were kind of worried about the bite today because a nasty cold front came through yesterday, dropped the temperature, what, 20, 25 degrees? It was 70 on the weekend. It was 35 when we got here this morning. And guess what, folks? Another eater crappie.
Here's a big pig, a bonus for this lake, 14.5 inches long. They're getting more and more in here every year this size.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from the state of North Carolina, just south of the Virginia border, here on Hyco Lake. This is a reservoir that's about an hour from Durham and an hour and a half from Raleigh. It's primarily there for recreation water storage, and it has, according to some reports we saw on the internet, 1,500 homes around the lake, over which 850 are occupied year-round. This lake is no secret at all, and it's no secret to crappie anglers as well. Now, with 120 miles of shoreline and roughly 3,750 acres, this beautiful reservoir that is heavily fished is a place that crappie anglers can catch a ton of fish. Now, this isn't like Carr Lake. It's not one of those places where you're going to catch a 3-pound monster, but there are a lot of eater-sized crappie in here that you can have a great time and catch a lot of fish. Now, ironically, we're only about 15 minutes from Roxborough, but it's one of those places where if you long line like we did, you can catch a ton of fish. Now, we only fished here about 2 hours. Matter of fact, Chris said, "You want to go catch a bunch more?" I said, "No, we got what we need. Let's get out of here." So we went out there today and we trolled 2 different ways. One side of the boat had Chris's favorite chartreuse fire dye minnows. We tipped all those on jigs. The other side of the boat, we did 2 things. We used the crappie fireballs. For some reason, Chris prefers the pink shad. We also took those and we dipped them in crappie fire gel. Anybody that's seen the new crappie fire gel knows this is probably one of the strongest scents on earth, and it doesn't come off. By doing those things, trolling right up and down the shoreline, we caught probably 50 crappie in about an hour and a half and said, "Hey, we can't have a better day than this. It's time to close the book on this episode of Pautzke Outdoors." Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.